The wind howled, and the waves crashed against the boat as the disciples strained to row against the storm. Suddenly they saw something, or someone, walking towards them on the water. Fear gripped them, but then they heard his voice. "Be of good cheer, it is I. Be not afraid." Peter called out, "Lord, if it be thou, bid me come unto thee in water." At Jesus' command, Peter stepped out. For a moment he did the impossible. He walked on the waves. But then, as the winds roared, he took his eyes off Jesus. Fear overtook him, and he began to seek. "Lord, save me!" he cried out. Immediately Jesus reached out and caught him. Life can be like Peter's moments on the water. The storm rages, fear creeps in, and we start to sink. It seems as if the storm has won. We feel as if we are now drowning in sorrows due to the storm. But the storm doesn't have to feel like defeat. In fact, can feel at peace, even in the midst of the storm. In the storm of our lives, God's presence is always there. He is omnipresent. He is everywhere and with everyone. Isaiah 43:2 tells us, "When thou passest through the water, I, the Lord, will be with thee, and through the waters they shall not overflow thee. When thou walkest through the fire, thou shalt not be burned, neither shall the flames kindle upon thee." God will always be with us through all our seasons of life, even in the moments where it feels like no one is there. When it feels like God's forsaken us, God is even there, closer than you think He is. Be strong and of good courage. Fear not, nor be afraid, for the Lord thy God, He it is that doth go unto you. He will not fail thee, nor forsake thee. Deuteronomy 31:6. God is with us, and we don't have to fear what the storm could do to us, because it has no power. Psalms 46:1-3. God is our refuge and strength, a very present help in trouble. Therefore will we not fear, though the earth be removed, and though the mountains be carried into the midst of the seas, though the waters thereof roar and be troubled, though the mountains shake and with swelling thereof Selah. God is our safe place. It is a place where we don't have to worry where we are in our lives, because we're going to be okay because of God. A good thing from the storm is the experience of faith. In a storm, anything is possible, good or bad. In the storm Peter experienced, he was able to walk on water, doing the impossible. Can you imagine what the Lord can do in your storms? Faith is what keeps us strong in the storm. Looking unto Jesus, the author and finisher of our faith, who for the joy that was set before him endured the cross, despising the shame, and is set down at the right hand of the throne of God. Hebrews 12:2. We don't have to keep our eyes focused on the storm, because it can do nothing. We should only have our focus on Jesus, who is in control of our lives. He is the author of our story. In our storms, we have God's peace in our lives. "Peace I leave unto you, my peace I give unto you. Not as the world giveth, give I unto you. Let not your heart be troubled, neither let it be afraid." John 14:27. God doesn't give us peace like entertainment does, providing us temporary relief, or money or material things, only giving us a bit of happiness, but not peace, or human relationships, because we're all humans. It is a peace that is like no other. It lasts forever, as long as we hold on to God and His Word. "Thou wilt keep him in perfect peace, whose mind is stayed on Him. Trust ye in the Lord forever, for the Lord Jehovah is everlasting straight. With peace in the storm comes strength to endure the storm. And He said unto me, My grace is sufficient for thee. My strength is perfect in weakness. Most gladly, therefore, will I rather glory in my infirmities, that the power of God may rest upon me." We as humans can see God's strength when we can't do things for ourselves. That's why Paul says he is glad for these infirmities. It shows us God's strength, but also makes us not rely on our own. God can take the wheel while we can see what He has in store for this storm. It's hard to get through the storm. However, with God, you can make it out better than ever.